guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marie, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my uploads. Now that we have that out of the way, for the past couple of weeks, I have been craving for pongko, Lumpiang Togue to be exact. And it's just basically taugi in lumpia form. Oh my god, that was the best explanation I've ever had. Sorry for that, but I have no other explanation because it's just basically taugi wrapped in lumpia wrapper. And because it only has 2 ingredients and we like to make our lives a little bit more difficult in this channel, we will not only be making our own lumpia wrapper, but we will also be growing our own taugi or mung bean sprouts. Because why not? Let's get on to the video. Okay, first off, I will show you how to grow your own taugi or mung bean sprouts. You take an empty bottle, make sure you clean it beforehand, and using any sharp tool that you have lying around, poke holes all around the bottle. The holes must be big enough for water to seep through, but small enough that the mung beans will go through them. For a 1.5 liter bottle, I am using 1 cup of mung beans, and before anything else, wash the beans with soap and water. Just kidding, just water. And to make sure we're not using any bad beans, remove the beans that are floating. How many times did I say beans in that sentence? I can be a drinking game by now. Next up is to soak the beans in lukewarm water. To do this, mix 3 parts cold water and 2 parts hot water and leave the beans to soak for 1 hour. Once your mung beans have been soaked, you can now put them inside your bottle. I'm sure you have a better way of doing this, but I didn't have a funnel or anything, so I'm using paper. That's called being resourceful. Once you're done, place it in a cool, dry area and don't forget to water it twice a day because unlike your friend who doesn't take a bath every day, this loves water. This is day 1 and you can already see them start to sprout. Look how pretty that is! I meant the sprout and not my face because I am not a morning person. See how fast and easy it is to grow your own taugi. So this is my bottle after 4 days. So we can just take out the taugi and put it in a bowl. So now I separated like a few of the taugi and placed them in a bowl and rinsed them in water. And there's like green skin, if you can see that, like floating around. I'm gonna get rid of that. Now that I have a somewhat clean batch of taugi, I'm gonna set it aside and work on my wrapper. In a bowl, put in 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, set it aside and prepare 1 cup of water where you'll dissolve 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Thoroughly mix your salt and water solution and gradually add it to your flour. And if you don't mind getting your hands dirty, you can thoroughly mix your dough with your hands. And in about 5 to 10 minutes of mixing your dough, it will look like this. It's kind of springy and sticky. And once your dough is ready, you heat up your pan to medium heat. Take a handful of dough and try to wipe it across the hot pan and remove excess dough as soon as possible. And as you can see with my first attempt, it is not successful. So in this channel, we are not discouraged by failure at all. So this is my second attempt at making lumpia wrapper, which is not going quite as well as the first one, obviously. 3rd time's the charm, so I'm trying it again because the first and the second tries were not that successful. And apparently my 3rd one isn't successful as well. I had some success on my 4th attempt, but I made a very thick lumpia wrapper, and that's good if you're making fresh lumpia. but I'm making fried lumpia, so we need our wrappers to be thin. On my next attempts, I decided to use a spatula because it's easier to spread out the dough and get a much thinner result. Take a little bit of dough on your spatula and spread it evenly across your pan, and if you see any holes, just cover them quickly with more dough. Once you see the sides of the wrapper curling up, flip your wrapper and cook the other side for about 5 to 10 seconds. So these are some of my attempts at lumpia wrapper. They are not perfect, but then again, you made them by yourself, so be freaking proud. Now that we have our lumpia wrapper, it's time to prepare our taugi. So heat up your pan, place a little bit of olive oil, then place your taugi. I personally season my taugi with a little bit of salt, black pepper, Spanish paprika, cayenne pepper, chili flakes, and soy sauce. And when your mung bean sprouts are cooked, you'll want to use a tong to put it in a bowl. That way we're already separating it from the liquid. And it's time to wrap. Wrapping lumpia is not one of my strong suits. I can never get it tight enough and they never look alike. In other news, I also prepared cheese because my friend recommended that I put cheese on my lumpia. And why not? We like cheese. You can opt not to put cheese. It's all up to you. And there you have it, Lumpiang Togue from scratch, from zero. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and leave a comment if you'd like me to do more. Now that we have that out of the way, best bet.